Our next guest, today he spent most of this year facing criticism, and he had to face the music. But today, for the first time in front of a live studio audience, he's facing the fans. 106 in Park, Chris Brown. When you first walked out here, you heard the cheering fans, you heard the audience, you heard the love. Was there ever a point in time when you doubted that you would even hear that sound again?
Yeah, of course. Like, during this whole process, I was kind of embarrassed at a point. I was kind of like, I didn't know how my fans would like kind of receive me. I didn't know if I could go in a room and still get this kind of energy. So it was kind of the same. I was kind of really nervous.
You were nervous. What was that first outside moment like for you?
I just wanted to wear glasses. I didn't want people to like really see me. I was kind of like nervous, embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? Just really standoffish.
Is it safe to say that you appreciate that sound a little bit more these days?
Definitely. I love my fans.
I'm sure they love you back. Well, we're going to reflect and look back a little later, but let's start in a whole different direction right now, okay? What are you looking forward to right now?
Right now, just living my life, just being a better person. Personally, just having the most fun I can, being 20 years old and just having this gift, being able to inspire people and just be an artist and do my craft, what I love, my music.
Well, we're going to speak about the music, and today you're speaking straight to your fans right now.
Definitely.
So please, get comfortable, because when we come back, you'll have more with Chris Brown. You're watching 106 in Park. Welcome back to 106 in Park. Chris Brown here in the studios. Chris, after Rihanna's 2020 interview, you released a statement saying, and quote, I'm going to read it off. While I respect Rihanna's right to discuss the specific events of February 8th, I maintain my position that all of the details should remain a private matter between us. Even right now, even after all that's been happening, do you still stick with that statement? Definitely.
I think, me personally, I only can be a man and just accept the fact that I was wrong for what I did and own up to the fact of what I've done. So I just accept my responsibility at the end of the day.
Did you watch the 2020 interview with Rihanna?
Of course.
What did you think about it?
I mean, I respect her decision or whatever she wants to say. I personally wanted to keep the situation private, but at the end of the day, that's her decision.
I'm going to take some quotes from that 2020 interview, and I just want to know what you thought about it and how you felt when she was saying these certain things.
Yeah.
Rihanna's quote, I knew that he felt really bad about doing it. I just didn't know if he knew the extent of what he did. Do you think you understand the extent of what happened?
Of course. Definitely. I think with the situation, it's not something you can take lightly and not something you can just push under the rug or think it's going to be just okay, it's going to be all right, it's just a little hiccup. Nah, it's a really serious situation. And it's something that I regret that I wish I didn't do.
I'm going to go to another quote. Rihanna said, I want him to accept this as a man would, and accept the responsibility and not find a way to feel sorry for himself. Do you feel sorry for yourself, Chris? Do you understand that?
I don't think I wouldn't be human if I didn't feel sorry for myself. I do, like, I feel like it's a mistake I made, and I was embarrassed at the end of the day of the mistake that I made. So it's something that I'm gonna have to live with, but like I'm gonna change.
Do you realize, and the bit of the challenge is for your BET viewers, for your fans out there that watch you, that they don't feel that you're sincere. They feel that it's more like when you have to answer these type of questions, it's more like a frustrating feeling.
It's not frustrating, honestly, because if I can help a lot of kids out there and a lot of people like overcome this situation, then that's what I was put on this earth to do. Like, definitely to help as many people as possible. Definitely it's a frustrating situation to discuss your personal life. That's always frustrating. But at the end of the day, there are consequences for your actions. So that's what I have to do.
What I mean by the sincerity from the BT viewers' point of view or your fans' point of view, I mean
Yeah.
by some of the actions that you have taken in previous interviews that you've done, the choice of clothing or the slouching down. The
Um,
viewers really want to believe you.
I just feel like at the end of the day I'm human. So like it's like not enough I can do or less I can do to make anybody happy. So I can only tell you how I personally feel and what it is, and then you have to go from there. And I can't make everybody love me. I can't, but I can just try at the end of the day, and I can honestly say that I'm sorry. And I can look in the camera, wherever the camera is, and I definitely say that I'm sorry. And I'm really, really apologetic for that.
Do you care about what the people feel about you?
Definitely. I would be nobody without them. I wouldn't be Chris Brown. This story wouldn't be a situation if it wasn't for my fans. If people didn't look up to me, if I wasn't a role model, if I wasn't somebody who made kids want to be cool or want to be fly, or want to just have fun and just dance, party, whatever it is, like that was what I tried to bring to the table. So me letting somebody down, that kind of hurts me personally a lot. So me being able to do it, and it's not no PR scheme. It's not nothing for people to think, oh well, he's just doing this. Like real talk, you getting this from me and how I feel, and I feel definitely that it's something that I'm gonna work on because I need to be back where I was and to inspire more kids to be positive.
Do you think people expect too much?
I wouldn't say they expect too much because with great pride or great power comes great responsibility. And I guess I got to own up to that.
Do you, and honestly speaking, do you honestly think that your punishment fit the crime?
Fit the crime? That's a good question. I really think that my consequences, or my actions shouldn't go unnoticed. That's what I personally feel. Definitely that what I'm doing, I'm paying for it. It's not something that's fun. It's not something that's like, oh, I ain't really got nothing to do. I'm working. Like I'm really going through it. And it's not just the physical labor, it's the mental labor. It's the things that a 20-year-old, 19, 20-year-old has to deal with. It's a situation where it's not just a room full of people saying, I don't like you. It's the world. So it's like you got to look at it from that standpoint and kind of, like it kind of messes with a real person. Like I'm a real guy. It's in no way, shape, or form is this a mannequin or just a robot. Like I'm a real dude. So that really hurts. So I have to deal with it physically and mentally.
Would you say that the public opinion is part of that punishment that you go through?
That's one of the worst, I would say, the public opinion, because that's who I am. I am the public's opinion. I would say that my fans and all my people, like everybody who looks up to me, they made me who I was. They say Chris Brown. I like this song by Chris Brown. I like this by Chris Brown. I like what he does. I like what he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's the end all be all at the end of the day as far as my career and my personal. Like I got feelings too. So if I hear like negative stuff or like if I make a mistake, I'm not condoning my actions, but everybody makes a mistake. Everybody. I don't care who it is. Nobody's perfect. So I feel like instead of, I wouldn't say not judging, but I just feel like how I've been judged, it hurts. Like it really hurts, and I'm not gonna sit up here and cry and try to hold it in, but it just really hurts. It does.
What would the Chris Brown sitting next to me right now tell the Chris Brown 1 year ago?
Make some wise decisions, brother. Like I would definitely look at myself a year ago and be like, man, like really, like don't take this for granted. Don't take anything for granted, and don't think you're untouchable or you're invincible, because you're not.
Would that be, don't take anything for granted as far as don't take the life for granted, don't take the relationship for granted?
Everything. Don't take anything as far as a relationship, as far as your personal, as far as your music, your life. Like don't think this is something that is just is supposed to be given to you. Like this is just like you're a king. Like nah, that's not it. You have to work for everything, and you have to live a righteous sort of life.